it out. No reason to worry about anybody.
I had a vision of creating wealth, and an opportunity came to me to manifest it into a house. I know I shouldn't face the reality, but the price isn't as sort of performance as I was expected. And I feel I don't have the ability to control the whole economy, market. And I would like to know, what do I do to most effective and to trust this is the best experience and the outcome would just follow and the manifestation will be exactly what I want.
Is this something that has already occurred? Are you already in that process?
Yes.
And so, thinking in terms of what feels best to you, since everything that comes to you comes in response to your vibration, and your vibration is indicated by how you're feeling, then isn't it logical that the things that you say to yourself that shore yourself up, the things that you say to yourself that cause you to feel more and more secure, are the things that cause you to offer a vibration that would bring back to you things that you want? Isn't that logical?
Yes.
So when you say, I can't control the economy of the world, or I can't control the market, you may want to add something to that, such as, and I don't have to. You may want to add something to that, such as, there are people who thrive in all economies. Or sometimes an economy that seems not as good to the masses is really a better economy for the masters. In other words, those who focus always thrive. Do you acknowledge that?
Yes.
That there are those who thrive in all economies? So it's a matter of soothing yourself. Give us some of the words that you've been saying to yourself or out loud about this experience.
Everyone who might have experienced this, they usually jump higher or they go higher than where they were, and people utilize this experience to see there's more opportunity out there and, I don't know, sharpen their awareness of what they want.
Good.
And this is my sorting and find out what I want exactly.
And the longer view is always helpful. In other words, not looking too soon, not taking score too soon, giving it an opportunity to demonstrate what my vibration really is. Things are always working out for me. 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 So, give us the specifics of your question more fully.
Okay, so for anyone who might have a desire in their vortex and if something that they want, and
since I have a desire in my vortex of something that I want,
I know so specifically, and I thought I was in a really good place to receive that, but if it's something not exactly a match or what I expected, what should I do?
Then you should say, it's still in the process of becoming, and this is a clarifying experience for me, and in time I will see the benefit of this clarifying experience, and things are getting better and better, and as I don't take score too soon, in other words, what are the aspects of the experience that do feel good to you?
Creating, and to know that I can do something like this, and to understand there's so many ways to get to where you want. And
you see, you're saying something so important, and this conversation may be the most important conversation that we have during the entire voyage, because you're hitting upon something that we haven't talked much about, and all of you are experiencing to some degree. So just relax while we sort this out. So many times as we are talking about creating, you are talking about things that you desire that have not yet manifested. And we talk about how you have to bridge that gap. You've got to find the feeling place of it. You have to feel the essence of it. And if you live with the essence of it long enough, then the absence of it has to go away. You can't live the essence of something and practice the vibration of it and prevent it from coming. It has to come. But it's an interesting thing. There are two ways that we want to approach this with you. The subject of buyer's remorse. I was really excited about it. I thought I wanted it, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. And so now I'm sorry that I did it. I wish that I had done something different, or I feel as if I've made a mistake. And we want you to understand that the only thing that has happened, and the only reason that you feel the negative emotion that you feel, is because at the time that you felt the inspiration to do it, you were in vibrational sync with your own desire. Since then, something has happened that has caused you to not be in sync with your own desire. Now, you might want to argue, no, Abraham, it isn't that I'm not in sync with my own desire. It's that this piece of crap that I bought isn't in sync with my desire. And we say, but that's why you're not in sync with your desire. In other words, you are letting the what is control your vibration, so you're out of whack with your own desire, so it can't become what you want it to be. So we want to say to you that no creation is ever finished, and that what buyer's remorse is not staying true to your own desire. Now, you want to argue, well, why would I stay true to a desire that I think is manifested that doesn't match up to my desire? And we say, because it isn't done. It's always in the state of becoming. And whether you've actually made the purchase, or whether you've actually had those wedding vows, whether you've actually closed the deal on something, it's still not done. It's still not done. It's never finished. And so your work all the time, your work continues to be to find alignment with your desire, to find alignment with your desire. Because when you find alignment with your desire, the what is must morph into the vibrational reality. And the only thing that prevents what you want to call your see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, full-blown manifestation from being as you dreamed it or as you want it to be is that you are giving your attention to it as it is, and therefore hindering its ability to show you how it can be what you've dreamed. We enjoy watching you in the pre-manifestation stages of things, because it's the see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it manifestation stage where your energy is usually the clearest. As you're dreaming your relationship, or as you're dreaming your financial empire, or as you're dreaming your work enterprise, as you're dreaming it, your vibration is usually clearer. And then we're talking about before the first board is hammered in the building, and before the first equipment is brought in, and before the first employees are hired. You get the sense of what we're talking about. Because once you begin living in your reality, that's when you start noticing the aspects of it that aren't pleasing to you, and that's when you start hindering the continuation of it being as you dreamed it, because you're facing the reality. In other words, you're getting your cart before your horse. You're demanding that the condition give you what you want, and if you could stop demanding that the condition be the reason that you're joyful, and instead find your ability to dream it and imagine it to be the reason that you're joyful, then it has to catch up with the dream. It has to. Your facing reality is what hinders you, you see. So there is this misunderstanding. It's a sort of flawed premise that goes like this. I stand without something I want. I dream it, dream it, dream it, dream it, dream it, purchase it, and it should be exactly as I've dreamed it. And we say, it's going to be whatever it is, and it's going to reflect to you what you've been offering vibrationally, and it will demonstrate to you the mix of vibrations that you've got going on every single time. And now you still have more opportunity to clean up your vibration, more opportunity to find the path of most allowance, more opportunity, and everything in your life will continue to transform right before your eyes as a perfect reflection back to you of what you've got going on vibrationally. Everything, no exception, every time.
I've got other questions.
So tell us about that. Did that settle in pretty good?
Whatever you say make me feel really good, so yes.
But does it make you realize that
I don't have to
when
be
you
rushed.
purchase something, you think you're done with the creating of it, and you're not. You're still dreaming it into being. You're still expecting it into being. You're still loving it into being. It will morph to your opinion of it. Ooh. Everything morphs to your opinion of it. Everything, everyone morphs to your opinion, to your practiced expectation. Good to know.
How do we turn things from our vortex and take from the vortex out in reality?
How do we get the money out of the vortex and into the bank? Well, that's really what we've been talking about all this gathering, as Esther has been finding a way to demonstrate that there is a vibration. Let's call it the evolution of vibration into things. Jerry talked about turning thoughts to things, but it is more than turning the thought to the thing. It's turning the vibration to the thought, to the emotion, to the thing. So there's this evolution of it. So the way you do that is by acknowledging that the vibration exists, acknowledging that your life has caused the creation of it, and it exists in a vibrational form. That's what the vortex is that we've talked about for so many years. So there is this vibrational reality that you want to translate into reality. And the thing that throws you is that there is so much reality that's already been translated that you don't realize that there is a translation process, that there is an evolution process, that there is a becoming process. So your question is wonderful. What do I do in order to bring it from vibrational form into that form that I can see and hear and smell and taste and touch? And the answer, we know, feels so odd to you or sounds so odd to you. The answer is you have to be willing to feel the essence of it and like it even though it hasn't manifested, so that you are willing to stay there in its supposed manifestation. You'll see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, absence, and let that be enough so that you stay there and feel it long enough that then the natural inclination occurs to you. In other words, in the same way that Esther is receiving our vibration and finding words that match it, as you find the vibration, everything in the universe will demonstrate the vibration that you have found. You're going to translate it in the way that Esther's translating vibration to word. You're going to translate vibration to word and emotion, and then into impulse, into rendezvousing with the right person at the right time, into an inclination about something, into good choices. The path just continues to feel good all the way along the way. And we refuse to acknowledge in any way, shape, or form that you are off your path in any way, shape, or form. In other words, this purchase that feels like a mistake was on your path. It's part of the clarifying process. Nothing has gone wrong. Things are always working out for you.
Thank you.
This ingenious breathing exercise is a turbo for you to easily get into relaxation. Take 5 to 8 minutes for this exercise. Count your breath to 5. Hold your breath to 5. Exhale to 5. Hold your breath to 5.